You're watching Let's Chat.
Love's Arm does such wonderful work throughout our region, serving survivors of trafficking and addiction. It's so great to have them in the studio today to talk about their fundraiser. I understand was a great success, and now the Sip and Shop. So good to see you today. Inza Hagens-Dyer and your friend, a wonderful supporter of the cause. Thanks for coming on today.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Could you introduce her and the support they've given to Love's Arm?
Yes, absolutely. This is Maggie Tanner, and she and her husband, Dr. Richard Tanner, were our presenting sponsors and big supporters of Love's Arm. As you know, we are a small organization handling or trying to handle a huge problem in Chattanooga. We could not do it without our community support and people like Dr. and Mrs. Tanner.
Why do you support Love's Arm? Why does it compel you to become such a supporter as you are?
Well, I think it's interesting. We lived here about 6 years. I was telling Inza before we had ever heard of Love's Arm, and I didn't realize the need in our community and how much hurt and how many women were being trafficked. Inza told me earlier today that over 400 women they helped just last year in Chattanooga, and so the numbers are really staggering and the need is great, and the evil that plagues our community locally and the need, and it's all privately funded, and it's just a great opportunity to give back to our community here, to women who need it, and
that's beautifully said.
Get them home.
Tell us a little bit about these statistics, what you're seeing. Why is Chattanooga such a hub for trafficking?
Well, it's been said that Chattanooga is a major hub. A study in 2016 that was done by Polaris, the National Trafficking Hotline, indicated that we were like #2 in the nation.
Wow.
And it's thought that it's because we are on Interstate 75, you know, it goes from Florida all the way up to Canada. We're kind of at the point where it turns northward, and there are certain areas where people come to stop and rest and do other things in our city. This city has so many wonderful accolades and names for itself, but one that's not so nice is that we're also known as Hookup City.
Wow.
So we last year, as Maggie mentioned, we served over 400 women in our programs. That was double from the previous year. We had over 800 encounters, so we saw people multiple times. So we think that, and that's just the tip of the iceberg, we're talking about who we see on the streets and motels, etc. We're told that there are others that we don't get to see because they are not allowed, you know, to come out in public.
Right. Imagine what's not reported. I would
Yes.
imagine it's the tip of the iceberg. I've been honored to do several outreaches with Love's Arm,
Yes.
going out into the street and helping these women. It's so eye-opening. It honestly changed my life. With Mimi Nikkel, to our friend. I hope she's watching.
She is, and she's doing very well. We miss her. She retired.
Right.
She's doing really well.
So, as you said, you know, it's not inexpensive to run a nonprofit like this. Supplies are needed.
Yes.
Coordination's needed throughout the nation. How can people support you all? What is Sip and Shop? What's coming up?
Well, Sip and Shop is actually, it's sort of like a Pampered Chef party with a twist, but it's where we actually have a social enterprise where we have a shop, a store with items that our ladies make or in the program, and you can have a party in your own home, and we come, you just provide the refreshments and the location, and we bring these items to sell, and the proceeds go to us. And in addition, today we are very pleased to be partnering with Bonefish Grill on Gun Barrel Road.
Love it.
And they are having a give back day. If you come in, have whatever you have, drinks, appetizers, meal, whatever, a portion of the proceeds will go directly to help the women that we serve.
Today?
So, today. So
Great.
just make sure that you mention that you're there to support Love's Arm, and we're so happy to have their support. Again, this community is wonderful.
Right.
And we couldn't do it. We have 6 employees.
Amazing
Again, you
growth.
can't serve 400 people with 6 employees.
Right.
We have a mighty army of volunteers and people like Dr. and Mrs. Tanner who support us, and we're just so great.
So Sip and Shop, someone can host an event in their home to benefit Love's Arm, selling products that the women in the program made. How beautiful. And I guess they can learn more at letsarmoutreach.org and on the Facebook page. Fantastic.
Absolutely.
And then go to Bonefish Grill tonight. What a great excuse to get some of their bang bang shrimp and support a great cause. Thanks again for coming on. Letsarmoutreach.org to learn more how you can help these great women. Thanks again.